Alright, I wanted to make a video, show my truck. I've got a lot of water spots on the side of my truck. Got a hose down here, sprinkler head. There's spraying everywhere. Got really bad on my truck and I mistakenly let it sit. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, you can see it. It's pretty bad. So you can see it from this angle. And you can see it a little bit. It's better off from this angle though. You can see all that spotting and stuff like that right there. Anyways, I've used many different cleaners. I've tried the water spot remover. Put all the stuff in the description of what I've used, but when I stumbled across a YouTube site detailer saying that he uses Meguiars detailer wheel brightener. I found it. I'm going to take you over to the garage real quick. You can find it on Amazon, but right there, comes like that. It was probably like 30 bucks, but it comes with the bottle too, and that has some markings on the back. It says 4 to 1. Put the water, I did it up to the 4, and then filled it up to right around here. It's not that big of a deal, but I've used other things too. I've used water spot remover. I've tried the white distilled vinegar. Tried all that. Nothing seemed to work. I thought it was kind of hopeless. I've tried rubbing compounds, polishing compounds. Nothing seems to work. So you saw the before. Here, let me show you kind of what I'm going to do. One thing that they do say is, the detailer was saying at least, that it works well on car paint. Followed up a couple other videos, kind of confirm the same thing. But this is my first video on YouTube that I can recall. I figured this is a pretty good video to start with, just because this stuff works. This stuff works very well. I might have to do it a couple times to get it fully done, but I'll show you the steps. I didn't do the back of my truck for a reason, because I wanted to show you guys what was going on. But you don't want to get this on glass, from what I hear. I don't want to test it. I heard it etches into the glass. I'm not even going to test it. So, but yeah, it's wheel brightener. Wasn't necessarily made for it, but it works for it. So, let me take you back over to my truck, and I'll show you kind of what I did. By the way, I'm not sponsored by any of this. This is just a video that I'm showing. Just something that worked, because kind of trying to find some stuff for this water spot issue is kind of hard to find nowadays. But I used instant detailer just to start off with, just to get the truck kind of wiped down, get all the dust off of it, get it started. But yeah, oh yeah, you can see it real bad right there too. It's pretty bad. Anyways, so take this stuff. Put a little bit of pressure in the bottle real quick. Hold on a second. All right, there we go. All right, so all I did was I took a whole bunch of that. I'm just gonna do here, I'll do half the panel. You already saw that side anyways. This is only one coat. This is the first I'm done so far. Be real careful. I don't want to splash anywhere on the back window or anything. But yeah, so you get it on there. See where I kind of stopped. And there's all the water spots back on the other side too. You can barely see it in sunlight, but it's for sure there. You can see it somewhere. Anyways, you saw it before. You saw it on here, so I'll just show you what I'm doing. But I then I use one of these. I got Chemical Guys on Amazon for a few bucks. It came like a 6-pack of these little scrubbies. Got it wet. I'm just using it to kind of rub into. They say you don't want to let it set, so if you can do this in the shade, it probably helps. But I haven't tested it out in the sun to see what it does. But I So there we go. Noticed also on the other part that I did already that this helps wiping again, because you want to, like on this side, being so close to the window, I didn't want to spray and get it oversprayed onto the window. Look at this water spots on the window. It's pretty bad. I got to figure out something else for the window. If I find something, I'll post it as well. But anyways, so yeah, the whole truck looked like over here, but you can see over here got a whole heck of a lot better. Up here you can see there's a little bit still right here. See if that, yeah, you can still see a little bit right there. It was a whole lot worse, but like I said, it's harder to spray because of the window. I don't want to spray the window, so I was wiping it on, and that was after the first coat. But it was way bad way over here, and it started taking off most of it. You can see it's still there, but it's also starting to dry up. So I'm gonna hit it with another coat too. But down here, where I really got the good spray on, I mean, you can barely see it at all. So like I said, it was my first coat on here. Got a whole lot better. So anyways, I'm gonna go back in here, I'm gonna finish it up, and I'll show you the results here in a second. It's been a couple minutes. I let it kind of sit for a second, so I'll show you what I'm going with. So I'm just wiping it off with the microfiber towel. Sorry for the shaky video, but this is kind of a spur of the moment thing. I ended up getting the other side too while I was spraying, so might as well get it all. But I'm wiping it down. I really don't know what to do after this. Like I said, I only watched a couple of videos where they kind of sprayed on and wiped it off. But being that this isn't really made for paint, I kind of got worried on the other side. I ended up just wiping it down. And I took a hose. Let me jump this stuff out of the way. I took a hose. Turn it on real quick. It's a little bit of water, not too much. Just want to kind of neutralize everything that's going on there. Like I said, I don't know if you need to do it, but I did. Let's wash it down real quick. Quick rinse. It leaves this residue kind of on the back end of it, even after you rinse it down. Kind of another reason why I wanted to get it off the paint, but so turn that off real quick. Okay. And then took this over here. It just has the instant detailer on it. But spray the whole thing back down with the instant detailer. I've seen other instant detailers. I don't know if this is anything special. It came with a kit, so it's just something that I had lying around. I'm sure you can just wash your truck too, and or car or whatever you got, make it work. But anyways, so let me wipe this down real quick. What I'm thinking I'm doing by detailing it like this is I'm neutralizing it. The water's supposed to help neutralize it too because it's acidic. So I'm neutralizing it. Instant detailer help with it too. Take that towel. Let me get a dry one. Right here. And then I'll just kind of show you a spot of it real quick. So, anyways, I'll see if I can post a picture next to each other so you can kind of see the before and after. I'm not sure if you can see it very well, but I can see it live right now. So if you look, you really can't see all that well with everything kind of being in the way. But wait, there you go. So you can see, if I can get it to zoom in on that focus, you can see a couple here and there. But in comparison to the way it was, after only one application, up here where I didn't really spray all that well, you can still see how bad it was. See how bad it was up there? It goes. Still trying to focus, but go back down. Other than a couple minor scratches I got everywhere, I need to detail the rest of this truck. But this was kind of the first step, getting all the water spots off of it because it was getting pretty bad. I was worried. But here. So you really couldn't see on this side, so I'm not going to show you what that side looks like. I think it looks incredible. I think it looks really good. Okay. So, other than the fact that it definitely need to wax my truck, get all the little imperfections off, you can look and see those water spots, for the most part, are gone. If you look real close, you can see a couple of them. But like I said, this is the first time going through it. There's some scratches on there too. But all those water spots are gone. A couple light ones here and there, but I'm not too terribly concerned. Actually, you know what? Over here, see if I can get the shade to go. There you go. See, right there. That's what it was looking like before everywhere. Like that. And that's what it looks like now. I can get to zoom in on that area. Like I said, you got a couple here and there. Just a little bit. The first coat, I think it looks pretty good. It'll get better. It's going to take probably a couple rounds of this to get the rest of it, but it got the bulk of it and made it to at least to the, the observer from a distance. You're not going to see it all that well. I can see this from a mile away. Like I said, pretty much all look like this on my windshield, on the window right here. Just everywhere. You can see it without even me focusing in. You can see all those imperfections and spots and stuff like that. So, if this audio isn't very good, I'll probably just dub my audio over the top of the video anyways. I just wanted to show you guys what's a little product that I happened to stumble across. So, get another video about it so you know that it does work. So yeah, it's called Mcguire's Detailer Wheel Brightener. It says professional use only. It comes in a big old box with that big jug of concentrate. Just go up to the 4 to 1 line is what I did. And I just filled the bottle rest up with the concentrate. And they said be careful with it. You don't want it to get on glass. You don't want to get it on any your hands or anything like that. So you let it sit for a minute and get it on out there. Rinse with water. That's what I did. So ended up working for the most part. Just try and keep it out in exposed air. You don't want to do this in any bad area. So make sure you read the warning label and follow it to what it says. And that's it. All right, thanks guys.